Hi everybody! We didn't get a chance to read this book during our chat this morning, so I wanted to record it. That way everyone can have a chance to see the story. It's called Yuvi's Candy Tree. I escaped on a donkey in the dark. I wore my white dress with embroidered flowers. I rode on a donkey because I was only 5. I had no shoes. My aunts whispered about robbers. I was afraid of the hyena's screech. At night we ran. Our dresses swooshed in the wind. My grandmother told me not to be afraid. We are going to Jerusalem, and we have angels with us. We'll fly home. During the day, we slept under trees, hiding. My dress turned the color of dirt. We played Shabbat by packing mud into the pretend dabu, our Ethiopian bread. We slurped make-believe coffee made of stones. We pretended to be mothers, showering our cousins with pebbles. My mother was already in Jerusalem with my baby brother. Now it was my turn. My grandmother made a harness so I would not fall off. I waved to the moon and stars, snuggled under the donkey's belly. We are going to Jerusalem, said my grandmother. We have angels with us. We'll fly home. I did not see angels. I saw only sand. Wind whipped the sand into my mouth. I was thirsty. I dreamed of candy. Once my father bought it for me at the market. Hard and white, small and sweet. We are going to our real home, to Israel, said my grandmother. In Jerusalem, your wishes will come true. But the next morning I saw men. Robbers, I cried. We had money hidden in the hems of our clothes, but the robbers tore at the hems, grabbed the money, and ran. We hid most of the money we had left in the babies' backpacks. More robbers came, and they stole the backpacks. We're going to Jerusalem. We have angels with us. We'll fly home, said my grandmother. We'll be back, the robbers said, laughing as they rode away. We had a tiny bit of money left, tucked under the donkey's blanket. Hide the money in the donkey's cheeks, I suggested. Yuvi the donkey will eat it, said my grandmother. Then hide the money in my cheeks, I said, opening my mouth. Yuvi, you might eat it, said my grandmother. I hid the money under my curls. Clever girl, said my grandmother. The robbers came back. They pulled at our torn hems. They looked in our empty backpacks. No money, we said. I was afraid they could see through my curls. The robbers are not as smart as you, whispered my grandmother. We are going to Jerusalem. We have angels with us. We'll fly home. We ran many nights. We slept many days. My feet bled. We drank from the muddy river. My tummy ached. Finally, we arrived at the refugee camp. The next week, we climbed the stairs to a big airplane. People pushed and shoved. The engine's roar hurt my ears. My grandmother held my hand. I patted my head and felt the money. My grandmother winked. In Jerusalem, there will be candy, clothes, and games, she said, and as much bread as you can eat. I imagined orchards of candy trees. You could eat as much as you wanted, and the candy would grow back. I imagined bread in my hands, bread stuffed into my pockets, and pillows of bread. White women on the airplane poured milk. They were the first white people I had ever seen, and I thought they were angels. They poured spoonfuls of medicine into my mouth. They wrapped my feet with soft bandages. Their voices were soft. In the desert, we were thirsty. Here, they poured us big glasses of water. Am I in heaven? I asked the white angel. You are going to Jerusalem, she said. You are going home. Do you have wings? I asked the angel. Yes, she said, flapping her arms. There was a hush on the plane when we landed in Israel. We made our way through the busy airport and onto a bus. We were going to Jerusalem. I looked out the window. What is that? I asked. Orange trees, said the bus driver. What happens if you pick an orange? I asked. They grow back. Eat as many as you want, said the driver. Juicy and sweet. Now I understood, but the bus driver had the name wrong. I had found my candy tree.